So once again, we are adding, subtracting, and we will be multiplying and dividing complex numbers. The complex number is in the form a plus bi. We already discussed when you add the real parts, you add the imaginary parts, you should get an imaginary number, usually, not always. When you multiply the complex numbers, you just use the FOIL method, and you usually get a complex number. So again, an example when you are adding, and these practically is starting in alpha 1 as long as you're okay with that. Add the real parts, add the imaginary parts, use the sign inside. When you are subtracting, you use the distributive subtraction, which is 5 minus 7i minus 8 minus 2i. Then add the real parts, add the imaginary parts. With the parentheses, distribute just like you would if you were distributing into any binomial, that means 6 plus 3i. Here you're distributing the negative 4 minus 12 plus 8i. Add the real parts together, add the imaginary parts together. Now, next one, we are multiplying. So you can FOIL, you first, outer, inner, and last. What happens with outer and inner? They cancel. The reason they cancel, you see how there are the same binomials, 1 plus 1 minus. When we had binomials that became radicals, that were the same because of the sign, they were called conjugates. These are also conjugates, but they are called complex conjugates because they're complex numbers. So when you see you have conjugates, complex conjugates, you can skip inner and outer. They look okay. Now, the last thing you have to remember to do is change that I squared to -1. So you have 9 minus -1, that's 9 plus 1, and you're going to create it. So basically, what that I squared will do, every time it's going to change the sign on the left. Now, this one, they are not complex conjugates, so you do have to FOIL and use it. So once again, you have first, outer, inner, and last. And again, the I squared just makes that a -2. So add the first and last, add the inner and the outer. When you square a complex number, you write it twice. And FOIL. First, outer, inner, and last. Add first and last, inner and outer. Before you start to FOIL, make sure you simplify anything that you can simplify. These square root of -5, don't multiply together with the negatives still in black. Rewrite it, taking care of the negative. And you should have noticed from the original problem and this one, if you start complex conjugates, so all you have to do is first, third if you come to it, is 34, which is 2. Minus last, and it's minus because it's positive and negative, you have I squared, and the third is 25. Third is 25 is 5, I squared is -1, so that is minus -5, so that becomes +5, and we're going to create it. Now, if you have a complex number in the denominator, you need to rewrite it. You don't have to rewrite it. You can't do it in your head, but you cancel the 25 and the 5, and it could be now the difference. Distribute it into the complex number. Next, here you also want to multiply by the 20 complex conjugate of the denominator. So that would be 6 minus I times 32. Now, in the top, you also put completely in the bottom row, you see first minus last. You have I times I, 32 times 32. If you simplify that a little bit more, that would be 36 plus 2. So your denominator will be 36. Now, go back here and FOIL the numerator. First, outer. Notice the 6 is in the radical, but the 2 is when you multiply and put them together, but you don't actually multiply. Same thing here. And last, same thing as I still needed last, except it's now plus I squared is good enough. So this, remember, is -1 times 2, so it should be minus 2. So 36 minus 2 is 34. Add your inner and outer, minus 12I times 32. And you see how we have two even numbers here and an even number down here. We recognize that it's going to be canceled by 2. So what I'm going to do is I rewrite this, I'm just going to factor the 2 out. This would be a 17, and I see that that's fine, so I know I took out the base, so I take it out. This would be 6I, 32. And then you can cancel these 2, and the 38, so your answer is 17 minus 6I times 32 all the way. If you didn't separate it by factoring out the 2, you could have written it as 34 over 38 minus 12I 36 over 38. And then you could have still canceled it. It would be 19 and 17, 19 and 6, and that's what it is. So if you see that something canceled, you either physically separate it, if that's not the denominator under both of them, or factor out what you want to cancel. Okay? Your assignment for this section is the same as the last one, 2 to 36 even. And this will finish up the chapter. You may work with somebody to play. Pay attention as you are doing the problem. Just because